Come one, come all to episode 52 of the How I Met My Brother podcast. We hope that you enjoy this one as much as we did. And, stay tuned. It's going to be a good one. All right? All right, thanks. This is How I Met My Brother.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the How I Met My Brother podcast. As you may have picked up on throughout the 51, now 52 episodes we've had, we typically alternate who does the intro. However, I felt that I had to step in today because my co-pilot here had a very, very rough flight home from South Carolina to Thompson this morning.
North Carolina.
See, look at that. You're still sharp. Even on your big lack of sleep, you're okay. How you doing? How was North Carolina? You all right?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty good, man. I'm just a little tired. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning today. And, when you wake up and you don't want to go to work and stuff, you know how you're like, maybe I could just call in, or maybe I could just say that I threw up, or, something like that. Those thoughts were going through my head, but then I was like, who would I call? JetBlue? Hey, hold the plane, I threw up. You know what I mean? So it was a tough realization that I said, all right, I have to get up. And I did it. And I was awake, drove there, did everything. I was just like, maybe I'll be fine. And then on the plane, I just was in and out of sleep. I hit my head on the side of the plane because I fell asleep like this. And apparently I went like this and bang, woke up.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Guy next to me was like, are you okay? And I was like, shut up.
I have CTE.
Never talk to me again.
I'll never be the same. Call me Antonio Brown. I've never seen you this tired, or you're not right now. Now you're kind of like crawling back into your shell. But before we were recording, you were very giddy and laughy and like way overtired. And I've never seen you like that. It's refreshing, actually, from this strong, bulletproof personality you have.
Yeah. I usually, even on little sleep, I'm fine. But you caught me right after I took a little snoozer, So, I got home, worked a little bit on my phone and stuff, answered some emails, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a little bit of a nap, So I took a nap, and then I woke up 5 minutes before you got here. So I'm in the zone.
You're in the zone?
I'm in the zone.
You don't seem in the zone, but that's okay.
I'm in the zone.
We'll carry on. So, do you want to talk about your trip?
Yeah,
you had a little boys' weekend.
Yeah, I had a few notes too.
Okay. All right.
So,
how was it?
A couple notes. It was a great trip. Good to see the boys. It was my friend Clay. He just got married.
Clay.
Woodward, yeah.
Woodward, all right, yeah. I had it.
Did
he get married this weekend?
Yeah, on Saturday. That's where I went.
Oh, I thought you were just going. I thought this was just a fun trip.
No. This was my boy Clay's wedding. So that was good. Had a good time. On the flight there, I was thinking about this, and I wrote this specifically down, is I was walking on the plane, like on the tunnel to the plane. You know what that thing is?
Yeah, I gotcha.
And this guy in front of me was just like, he was bald.
Okay.
Without hair.
Nice. Great.
Some people are like that. And I don't know why, but I just had this huge urge to slap his head. Just like full on, like right onto it. And I almost did, but I didn't. But anyways, I had that.
That was your story?
No, that's just part of it. So,
okay, I was gonna say.
So then, it was just a weird thing. I don't know why, but I'm not even joking or trying to be funny. Like, I just had an urge to slap his head.
Okay, yeah.
And like, just to see what it sounded like, 'cause it was so bald. It was like, it was just so bald. It was like the smoothest thing. You know how like people are like, oh, it's smooth like butter, or like smooth like a baby's bottom. I'm like, no, smooth like this dude's head, bro. Bald, bro.
Bald.
But anyways, I get on the plane and I'm so thankful. So I did JetBlue Basic on this, so that means I get a free check bag, so it doesn't matter. But you're not allowed to carry on. You're just allowed a backpack, so you're not allowed to carry on. And you get a random seat selection, and you get like the worst zone or whatever. But it's like $50 cheaper.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
When you say you are not allowed to carry on, but you can have a backpack, right? That's the idea. What do women do about like purses?
I don't know if they're allowed.
I would be hard pressed.
I think it's just like a personal item, which the purse would count as a personal item.
Oh, so you can have a personal item, not just like I thought you meant a backpack.
No.
Like everyone needs to bring a backpack, or you're out of luck.
No, you get a personal item.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. So then you also get randomized seat when you do this, and it's like cheaper, and you can pay for a seat, but like I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. So I sit down, and then the guy behind me is like this super energetic guy, and he's bringing his kids to North Carolina because they're a part of like this ninja ropes course team.
Oh, that's fun.
But dude, he's like, yeah, guys, everybody give it up for the boy. Like he was trying to get the whole plane involved and
for his kids.
Yeah, which is like nice dad, but at the same time I was like, bro, I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
Me, like I did put my AirPods in and go, but I'm so glad I didn't get randomly put in his because halfway through the flight I was actually watching this documentary on this blackjack card counter.
Sounds about right, yeah.
And halfway through, the guy, the lady comes through and is like, oh, do you want anything to drink? And I was like, oh, I'll take a mimosa. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like...
I ordered a water.
What?
I ordered a water.
Like, who are you? All right.
So I took my headphone out, and this guy was still talking to the girl that sat next to him, like this college-age girl.
Yeah.
Just still talking. And then I do it, and they come back with a snack like 10 minutes later, still talking. The movie ends. There's only like 30 minutes left of our plane. Still talking still talking like loud, because I have like that noise canceling, so I can't hear him. Mm-hmm. But as soon as I take it out, it's like he's talking to all of us. That's how loud he's talking. And so I'm just glad I didn't get put with him because I would not have wanted to talk. I was tired. I had to get up early for that too. Mm-hmm. But it was interesting when she was talking. I could hear her, and she was saying that her parents were both professors and they were on a sabbatical.
Nice.
And her dad was a professor at MIT.
Cool.
And her mom was a professor at Harvard.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Like
I
this
wish
girl.
I had her genes.
Yeah, like this girl is probably like the next Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking, let's hope not. You couldn't have thought of a better example.
Let's hope not.
Than Stephen Hawking. Next Mark Twain.
This
Albert
dude is
Einstein.
like she's going to be the next disabled Albert Einstein.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, do you know what they were professors in, or what they are professors in?
No, I only heard that one part, and then I decided.
You don't know what she's doing?
She was visiting them because they were on sabbatical, and now she's going back, and I think she's working right now, but she said she was going to move back to Boston maybe, and the guy was like, oh, well, me and my wife would love to have you, like screaming, like, oh, man. And she's like, oh, yeah, maybe,
yeah,
like trying to be nice, but like, what, guy?
That's so weird. I feel like I can picture this guy pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay, the thing about him and his kids with the, trying to hype everybody on the plane up, like you said, I respect it because he's being a nice dad.
He's a good father. He's there.
I get it. But if I was on the plane, I would be like, man, this guy needs to shut up. I can't take it.
Yeah, like there was another family that had their kids going too, and they were walking by, and he was like, hey, you ready for the competition? And the dad was just like, the other dad was just like, yep.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, he was just one of those guys. But
was he a ninja himself? Do you think? Did he have the build? Oh.
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
No. Do you know, have you ever seen How I Met My Mother? It's kind of funny that we're...
talking about this?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, the guy in that, like the big guy in that, I forget his name right now, but he looked kind of similar to that.
Really?
Yeah, he was a larger fella.
Like Kevin James type?
Not that large.
So not morbidly obese.
No.
Just maybe barely fits into the DXL category.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, I get what you're saying.
And then, it was a good flight, whatever. I got to the hotel. I already texted you this, but...
Oh, that's so weird,
I gave my ID to the lady, and she's like, oh, Woodstock. Like, that's hilarious. I grew up in Canterbury. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, I went to NFA. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I went to Woodstock Academy, not far off. But she was kind of strange.
Did you tell her about me?
No, I said one of my friends lives in Canterbury right now, and she was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I was like, "All right, I'm gonna get out of here."
And you don't know her name?
No.
What age was she? Would you guess?
I would have guessed she was close to our age, so it's a possibility. Maybe a little bit older.
Did she have a name tag?
I couldn't tell you, bro.
Describe her.
She kind of looked like a hotel receptionist.
Okay, yeah, that narrows it down.
Yeah. She likes to work in hospitality.
And the best part of her day is helping me find my room.
Yeah.
Okay, well, never mind. I guess not.
I can't really. I don't know. I don't know how to describe her, but yeah. Look it up.
That's the weirdest thing.
It's
what
so
a small
weird.
world.
Because usually when somebody's like, "Oh, what's like Connecticut?" Like, I lived in like West Hartford, and you're like, "Okay, I don't care." But then she said, "I lived in Canterbury. I went to NFA." I was like, "Oh, geez, that's like really small world. Like this random inn in the middle of." We were in Wallace, North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
Like not even in a big city or anything, just a random small town on this in like this little inn that like we all stayed in for the wedding.
How close was it to Charlotte?
3 hours.
West, then? West?
East. Charlotte's like in the west.
Oh. Huh. For some reason I thought Charlotte was in the east.
No, that's like Wilmington is like the beach.
Wilmington? Okay.
And then it's like Raleigh, Charlotte.
Raleigh's nice.
Yeah.
Raleigh, Mooresville.
Yeah.
You know, down home.
Durham,
North Carolina.
Yeah, everybody was speaking like that. Jake, I haven't seen you in forever. Haven't seen you in a hot minute.
Wow.
Come on, baby, grab some seconds. Come on. Oh, man.
Yeah.
But it was a good wedding, though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah?
I
Nice.
did.
That's good.
I did.
I'm happy you had a good time. Anything, actually going back, can we rewind a little bit? Going back to the ninja thing.
Yeah.
Did you know, I know you wouldn't be able to tell, but I did some ninja back in the day.
Yeah?
Yeah, like after college when I was in pretty good
After
shape.
college?
Yeah, like 2017.
I thought you were about to say when I was 27. I was like, that was last year, bro.
Yeah, when I was 27, 28, I was in tip-top shape. No. Like probably beginning 2018 into 2017, I got really into it. And I was doing like, I would do the indoor ninja courses and do like the outdoor ninja like races and stuff. Not really the ninja ones.
Against people or no?
No, it's more like, I mean, it was a competition, but it wasn't, it was just like everybody wanted to go have fun. It wasn't like I did whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I love doing like the monkey bars and running and climbing the wall and stuff.
Yeah, I like the one where you just run and try to grab the top of the wall and pull yourself up.
Jess showed me a TikTok yesterday of a 15-year-old girl that set like the women's world record on this ninja course, and she was 15.
Jeez.
It was
could have been one of those kids, bro.
I know. I liked that a lot. It was a lot of fun. Now it's like I can't even imagine.
That's cool, like for kids that they have that now, because like most kids like dream of like I set up this whole ninja course in my backyard. Now it's like there's actually a sport and they like compete and stuff.
I think we'd like our kids to do like gymnastics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gets you in good shape. Didn't you do gymnastics?
I did when I was a little kid.
For how long?
2-3 years.
Okay, so that's decent then.
But like I was little enough that we like were like, all right, do a jumping jack. That was like our day. You know what I mean? It wasn't like do this double back tuck, spin, cycle, 360,
crazy stuff,
backflip, jumperoo. You know what I mean?
You want to hear the what I think is the nail in the coffin for my fitness days and my ninja days and whatnot.
What's that?
So Alex and I, we did this kind of stuff together quite a bit.
I could see him being like a ninja guy.
Yeah, he liked it a lot too.
Yeah, he seems like that.
And he was like, back then, I'm trying to describe him. And still, like, I'm not trying to, it's a compliment,
Just
what I'm about to say,
it.
but I'm trying to say it the right way.
Just go for it.
So he was like skinny back in the day. Like,
geez,
not that he's fat now. I'm saying that now he's a lot stronger and he's filled out a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
he's
before,
good looking.
Yeah, very handsome. He has a nice bald head like you'd like to hit.
I know his. I don't want to slap.
Not shiny
It's
enough?
nice, but it's not his. This guy's was like tip of the bald head. You know what I mean?
Probably had a nice light complexion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if I slapped it, it would like make the perfect sound. You know how like when you have the perfect dap with someone,
Yeah.
and it just like claps.
Mm.
That's what that would do. And if I slapped that guy's head,
Probably.
I still wonder.
Yeah.
I should have just done it.
You should have seen what happened.
Yeah.
Probably would have been something like 5-starring a turtle's shell. That's what I imagine.
That sound would be insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
Anyways, keep going.
So Alex and I did. We had planned to do a mini triathlon for a while. And we finally signed up. It was like 3 months out, sorry. And we started...
A little difference.
Yeah, I know. We started training a little bit. So you do... I forget. You run however many miles. Like 3, 5... Probably like 3 or 5 miles. I don't know. Then you bike about double that distance. And then you swim not even close to a mile. Like a quarter to half a mile maybe. Mm-hmm. You start with the swimming, and then you go into the run. All was fine, by the way. Terrible swimmer. I finished literally second to last when we all started.
To make you feel better, I probably would have finished last, so I'm not a strong swimmer myself.
We're not water bugs at all. I know
in the air.
It was very embarrassing. There was like one younger girl that was behind me, and I'm like, she
has like no arms, but she's still almost about to beat you.
So bad. But I swam and whatever, got it out of the way. I knew that would be my worst leg of the race.
Yeah.
Then I ran, and that went well. I passed a lot of people. I did pretty well.
You made up some ground.
Made up some ground. And then Alex and I were back on par with one another. And then became the final leg, the biking portion. Start biking, and, we're obviously exhausted. Takes a lot out of you. Biking for, like, a good 15 minutes. And my bike breaks.
Oh.
We're not even, like, a fifth of the way through it.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
On these, do you bring your own bike?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's what I kind of thought, because I was like, how would they supply like thousands of bikes? But
yeah, really.
Then I was like, well, what if someone's bike it has like a motor or something?
That would be cheating.
I know.
I don't know what
how
they
did
do.
anybody know if it had like a small battery?
I think they like inspected them beforehand.
Oh, okay.
Actually, now that like everyone's bike had to get checked in and put in a certain place, and then they had like inspectors going around and checking them out and making sure your bib was on and whatnot.
Your bib?
Yeah, your bib, the thing that you wear during races. That's called a bib, I think, isn't it?
I don't know. I use one of those when I eat dinner, but
Me too.
Anyways, your bike breaks.
My bike breaks, and we're so not even remotely close to being done with it. But we're too far into it to turn around. Bike breaks, and then I get it to where, kind of jimmy it up.
Yeah.
See if I can make it last the rest of the way. Start going, brakes probably another 400 feet into it. Do it again, brakes again, and then finally I'm like, all right, I'm walking the rest of the way. I get back, and it takes me like probably an hour to walk back.
Dang.
The whole rest of the way. It's dark.
Like walk to finish the race or
to
walk
finish.
back? Oh, you finish. Okay.
No, to after it broke to finish the rest of the race.
Yeah.
It was like another hour of walking the bike.
Okay.
Feeling like an idiot because
Yeah.
It's like, what, this guy can't bike? Like, this guy thinks
this
he's all
guy.
tough. Look at that
He
loser.
can't even keep his bike unbroken. What an idiot.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So after that, I haven't had any interest in doing that kind of thing ever again.
Yeah, that kind of puts a damper on it. So you never even got to finish, really. You
Yeah.
did, but like you never know. You could have went all Lance Armstrong. Yeah, Lance Armstrong on him and
Yeah, came back.
blood doped
won.
and yeah.
Blood doped. I did
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah, good.
shoot, that's my official confession
Yeah.
to the Triathlon Confederation.
Maybe that's why your bike broke. It was just karma. You cheated and it had to cheat back.
No, I'm a victim. I'm a victim of blood doping. But yeah, so since then I haven't done much. It's a lot of fun though. They have a ninja gym in Willimantic, Frog Bridge Gymnastics.
Yeah.
They do gymnastics.
Why is it
for
that
kids and then
Willimantic is
just-
Frog City?
Because of the frogs on the bridges.
Oh, really?
Well, have you seen that
Are you
before?
guessing?
No.
Oh, you mean like the statues?
Yeah, on
Yes,
that
I
bridge.
have.
Okay.
I thought you just meant like, yeah, there's a ton of frogs on these bridges, bro. They just don't even
That's
leave. They
great.
just sit there.
I don't know why they decided to put the frogs on the bridges, but I know that's why
Okay.
they're called, frog, whatever.
Yeah, there's a basketball league, and it's called Frog City League
Oh, really?
in Willimantic.
That's
yeah.
weird. Yeah. The frog bridge is infamous.
Yeah, and they have like frogs with their jersey and stuff. So interesting.
Kind of cool. Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, that was pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Danced, had a good time, saw the boys. A funny thing first of all, what was really cool about the trip, and I'm kind of regretting it, but not really, but I go back and forth because I hate spending money.
Mm-hmm.
But I told myself on the plane that if I got an opportunity to get an upgrade for a rental car, and it was a Tesla,
Yeah.
that I would do it. I don't know why I thought this
That's
thought.
so
Because
random.
mostly they don't have Teslas, but I was
Never
like,
seen one.
if they have it, I'm gonna do it,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's $80.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
so
would too for that.
yeah. So then I got there, and the guy was like super helpful. This guy at the Hertz counter, he was just like, he pulled it all up. He's like, all right, you're gonna do this. This is what it looks like. Blah blah blah. And usually they ask me, but I was so eager. I was like, do you guys have any upgrades? And he's like,
You're
yeah.
that guy.
He's like, I get you in a Challenger. And I was like, been there, done that, buddy. Like,
Mm.
old news. I don't care about Challengers, or a Charger.
Yeah.
Which one was it? I don't remember. Anyways, I didn't want it.
Yeah.
And he said something else, and I was like, no. And I was about to give up hope. And I was like, let me just ask. I was like, do you guys happen to have Teslas?
Hmm.
And he's like, yeah, we have a whole row of Teslas. You want a Tesla?
Why wouldn't he lead with that?
I don't know. And so I was like, oh, yeah, like how much extra? And he was like, well, it's this much, but I can get it to you for this. And it was like $40 a day, so it was going to be $120 because it was 3 days.
Okay.
And I was like, that's a little more than I wanted to spend on top of the $100 I already spent on it, which I was like, I got a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
On the rental, it was I think it was like $110. So 2 something's not bad. It's I don't usually buy stuff for myself a lot, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And I also was thinking if I ever wanted to buy a Tesla, I do need to test drive one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and it's a pain to like go to the Tesla store and like set up a test drive. So I'll just rent one.
Mm.
And let me tell you, bro, it was great.
Yeah, you love it?
Oh, dude, it was sick. It was so cool. The only thing that kind of sucked was, first I'll say the good stuff.
Okay. Good idea.
The acceleration on it is insane. All the cool. There's so many cool features. You can like, the auto driving is crazy.
Must be.
You turn the auto driving on, and you have to like tug on the wheel like every minute and a half or so, or less, or whatever it is. But like,
oh, really?
Yeah, just to let it know that you're there.
Lame. That's lame.
But you don't have to. What do you mean?
Why have auto drive if you can't like sleep?
But
That's
no,
lame.
what?
Lame.
Then
I
that's
didn't know
illegal.
Yeah,
You
but
can't sleep at the wheel. It's literally against the law.
They're self-driving cars. I mean, what do you want?
What do you mean? It does everything else.
We're in
I don't have to.
2023.
Dude, I was watching television on my phone like this,
Yeah.
and then when I saw it in the corner of my eye, it would like start to go blue a little bit, and then you just like go like this, and that's it. But it would detect red lights. It would detect people in front of you. Someone cuts in front of you. It doesn't even slam its brake. It just kind of like slows down.
Really? It's not like abrupt?
Yeah. The
That's
sensors
sweet.
are insane. On the screen, it shows like the car next to you, the car behind you, the car in front of you, the cone on the side of the road. Like,
Wow.
the sensors are crazy on it, bro.
Model 3?
Yeah. So, yeah, and then I realized I was accelerating fast, but I was like, this doesn't seem as fast as everybody says it is. Then I realized, even though it was still fast, but I was in chill mode. So then I put that son of a gun on sport mode.
Yeah. It went. Isn't it like 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds or something?
I think it's less, dude. I did it once.
Wow.
And then I turned it back to chill because I didn't want to waste all my charge.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But it was insane. It was insane. So the downside is the charging takes longer than obviously pumping gas. But like they make it so it's pretty convenient. Like there was one right at the hotel I was at.
Oh, that's awesome.
A supercharger. So I just plugged it in, checked into the hotel, went back outside, and it was done. And then on the way back, I just plugged it in right next to this Target, and people would just plug in and go in Target. But the thing is, like, the superchargers, there's like different like rates to them, like voltage or whatever, and but they all use like the same. They're different stations, but they like use the same power source, I guess. So if like everybody's plugged in, it takes slower. That's the annoying thing.
Interesting.
So there was one where like there was so many of them, and it was at like a low voltage station. So it said it was going to take like an hour and a half to charge, and I was like, yeah, no. So then I went to a different one, and it took 15 minutes.
Wow.
But like you just gotta.
That's interesting.
But it's pretty sick, dude. I enjoyed it.
I feel like I have a lot of questions. So
I felt like I was a finance guy. You know how we talk about finance guys?
You're finance.
What do they do? And they just go on run. Like I felt like I went on my run, got my protein shake, hopped in my Tesla, went to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Watch some TikToks.
Crunching numbers. Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. So I have so many questions. Are the chargers free?
No. So you plug it in, and when I did the Target one, I was at 12%, and I plugged it in, fully charged it, and it cost $13.50.
Okay, all right.
So you still pay, and there's different rates like during different times of the day or whatever. So like the first time I plugged it in, it was like 40%, and I got it to 100, and that was like $10. So a little more expensive, but I think that's because it was I don't know how it does it, but then it just charges it to like the car. Like you don't have to like swipe your credit card or anything. It's
pretty cool.
Charges whatever card's on a Tesla.
And how far does that charge get you?
On the Model 3, I think it was a little over 200 miles.
200 miles, okay. So you're looking at probably around $20 per 200 miles. Or is that too high?
No,
$15?
No. $15-$16 depends.
Okay, so that's definitely cheaper then.
It's
probably a fifth of the cost.
And it's cheaper. I don't know how, but it's cheaper and faster if you wait until your battery is below 20%, because it like the battery like and if you like schedule, it like prepares the battery beforehand, so it's more efficient or something like that. Like if you're at like 60%, you plug it in, it like will cost more and take longer than if you were at 20%.
That's insane.
Or if you schedule it. If you schedule one. I didn't know that until I read it. There's like supercharging tips on it. Yeah, Elon Musk actually FaceTimed me directly to tell me about everything. He does that with every new Tesla guy.
New Tesla customer?
Yeah.
kind of. That's sweet.
It's actually just an AI of him, but it looks just like him.
They're probably going to do something like that. I could totally see that happening.
After the Musk Zuckerberg fight.
Yeah, I know. Did you see that?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Are they actually going to fight, do you think?
I think so.
Zuckerberg knows like jiu-jitsu or something. Like he does some kind of fighting martial art.
Musk grew up in like South Africa, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Musk, bro. And he's a way bigger dude.
Musk is pretty out of shape.
Dude, Musk got like 40 pounds on Zuckerberg.
I feel like Zuck knows how to fight.
Yeah, but dude, Elon Musk grew up in South Africa. South Africa can be a dangerous place.
Yeah, but not. I mean, what kind of match is this? Or is it like a cage match with weapons and everything?
Not with weapons, but
no.
Yeah, they just pull out like laser guns and like
start shooting.
He gets in like his Iron Man Tesla suit and just like it's like the Avengers.
If there were two guys that would do that, it would be them too.
Yeah, dude.
They're
probably gonna send their clones out.
I wonder if it's gonna be on pay-per-view.
Yeah, Dana White said that it would be the most profitable fight ever if they did it.
I would I feel like we would go to the casino and watch that.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Me too.
I'd put money on Musk, bro. You put it on Zuckerberg?
Probably. Knowing Zuck's background, Zuck is like a big time, like, very ritualed fighter.
I know. I just feel like Musk is like, he's got that street in him.
I definitely like Elon more.
And he's got the reach, and he's got the weight. Mm-hmm. Like, that's tough to beat. I know that Zuck's got some moves in him, but I think I read it. Like, Zuckerberg's only like 150 pounds or 155 pounds.
That's pretty light.
And so, like, that's pretty light to go up against a guy who's like 200.
Yeah. Like, do you think he's only 200? I think you should
so?
look it
Let
up.
me look it up. Yeah.
Okay, let's put our guesses in.
I think Elon Musk is 6'1", 210.
Okay, I'm saying 6'1", 6'2", 228.
All right, let's see. He's a lot older though. He's 51. He's 51.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, let's see.
I wonder how recent all these stats are too, because he I feel like he lost some weight, didn't he?
Did he?
Maybe I'm thinking of Bezos. I feel like this should be readily available information though.
Oh, I typed in weight and height, and it said weight loss. All right, Elon Musk stands at 6'1".
Shoot, good job.
And apparently weighs between 185 and 200.
All right, you were right. So, you were definitely closer than I was.
So I would lean towards the 200, but maybe he did lose some weight. But so I already seen Zuckerberg because it's on here too.
Mm-hmm.
Guess
5'10", 162.
5'7".
Wow.
155.
Wow.
See, that's a big disadvantage, bro.
I didn't know he was that short. I thought he was taller than that. Huh.
5'7". He'll probably take some pill that like makes him 6'4" and like probably 280 and. Someone joked around. It was like they would fight in the metaverse or whatever. Like they put on their VR headsets and like
really
go at it and like build their own avatars and stuff.
I bet you they would do that.
I think they're actually gonna fight though.
Yeah,
I really do because Zuckerberg, like you said, he actually has won fights. Like he's fought.
Why do they want to fight
matches?
Each other?
Because I read about this. Zuckerberg released this thing on how Facebook's gonna make a Twitter alternative.
Oh, really?
And the COO or something of Meta was basically like, yeah, Twitter is run by a clown. Talking about Musk, like trash talking him. And then, Musk, he's like a savage. So he like said stuff. And someone like proposed it and he's like, I'm in. And Zuck's like, I'll fight him. So, dude,
I love
classic, bro.
Dude, we are definitely in 2023 right now.
Dude, let me tell you, dude. Bill Gates would never. That little nerd would get smoked in the arena. So I'm glad that we have some real tech giants that can fight.
Real tech giants. You're
you know
saying
what I mean?
Bill Gates isn't a tech giant?
Dude.
Bill Gates.
No, he is. I'm saying that he won't fight.
Yeah.
Like Bill Gates and what's his name?
Steve Jobs, R.I.P.
No, well, he definitely wouldn't. But
Steve Jobs was savage.
You're Jeff Bezos, like they're not fighting, bro.
Have you seen Bezos lately?
Dude, he's not. He's all show. He looks like Pitbull. Like
he does look like Pitbull.
He's not fighting, bro. Whereas Musk and I feel like they're fighting. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I don't know. I like both of them though. Especially after have you seen The Social Network? You have.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I don't know why, but that movie just got me really into Mark Zuckerberg.
I think he's a scumbag.
Yeah, he is.
He screwed his friend, bro.
He's got a lot of money. I mean, not the rest of it matters, but I mean, look at him. He built this giant thing
off of the back of his friends that he betrayed.
Yeah, he did betray them, and that's not cool.
I'm okay with him betraying the Winklevoss twins. Those guys didn't do anything.
Yeah, they didn't.
Like, oh, you stole my idea. It's like, all right, you didn't do anything.
How do you remember that name?
Winklevoss?
Yeah.
I know the story, bro. I know things.
So, yeah, I don't know. We don't need to get into this. I don't know. It's going to be sick, though. We should go watch the fight.
I'll watch it live.
Yeah?
In Vegas?
You think you can get tickets to that?
I'll get tickets. I'll call my guy. I know a few guys.
I know a few guys. Me too.
Yeah. Do you?
No.
It's crazy. Oh.
The Tesla, though. I want to go back to the Tesla.
So, yeah. What else? You have another one?
So, do you know how much it would raise your electricity bill if you were to charge it? Like, per month? What? Like, do they have a percentage that's estimated or something?
I don't know, because I think when you get it installed, I would assume that it's not much more than, like, a dryer.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it'd run the same amount. I don't know. A lot of people, like, there's one person I know from college, he has one, but he has solar panels, so...
Oh, really?
He, like, makes money off of selling the energy back to the energy company, so... I don't know. I wonder, I could look that up.
Yeah, there's probably... I'm sure that you could find, like, a rough estimate of... I would guess it's probably half the price when it's all said and done. But I've heard maintenance is also ridiculous on Teslas. And if something goes wrong, it's a huge expense. Like, I saw this receipt online for a Chevy Sonic, the Chevrolet EV. The battery for that thing, to replace it, is like $28,000. My car's not even that much.
The battery is insane on the Tesla, too. I think it's... I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the battery is like the length of the whole car underneath it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not like in a specific area. For plugging Tesla into house. Let's see. How much electricity does it take to charge a Tesla at home? You don't have to worry about your power bill at home if you have a Tesla. On average, it only takes 5 cents a mile to charge. That's about $13.96.
Okay, so it costs $14 to charge per tank, whatever.
Ready? Across all Tesla products, the average charging cost per mile is 4.5 cents. So if you stick to home charging, you can expect your electricity bill to increase by about $50 a month.
Okay, so you'd be saving quite a bit of money.
Yeah, $50 a month if you just charged at home. But if you charged elsewhere, I mean, you're probably paying the same, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, not bad. Yeah, the maintenance, sweet. You can only get it fixed at a Tesla.
Yeah, and there's no working on those yourself either, obviously.
No. But it's pretty, like, it tells you exactly, like, it's just so technological, bro. It's just insane. Like, everything.
What could you do on the center console? I heard there's some pretty cool stuff you could do.
Yeah, you could play games. You can't do it while driving.
Lame, stupid. another cut to the throat of.
What are you talking about? Also, they do make like a full self drive that you don't have to touch the wheel.
Oh,
but
really?
That's on like the new models. Yeah, and it's really expensive.
Is that illegal too?
No, you just can't sleep at the wheel.
Government regulation.
You just can't sleep at the wheel.
So on the newer models, you could play games on the center console while it drives.
Probably. I don't know. I've never done it, but probably if you can do. I mean, if it fully self-drives. Yeah, you can play games. There's like you can like make music on it. There's like a cool little music thing that you just like press and
like GarageBand.
Yeah, basically, and you can like record and make music. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You can. There's like funny stuff in there. Like there's like a whoopee. What is that?
A whoopee cushion.
Yeah, and you like press it and it like makes it sound like you farted in certain areas of the car. So if someone's in the back right, you could hit it and it sounds like that.
That's
back
funny.
There. You can watch Netflix, YouTube, Hulu
on the center console.
Disney Plus, yeah, all.
But you can't while you drive.
No, I tried. It's probably illegal.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what's the point of a self-driving car if you can't do stuff while you drive? If I still can't text or do whatever while I drive, then why?
Yeah, you can. What do you mean you can't text?
It's not legal, right?
No, you can do that.
So you can text while you drive a self-driving car.
I did.
Yeah, I mean, we do things every day that are not allowed.
No, the only, like, the sleeping thing's illegal, but also because it would beep and then it would, like, cause you to wake up and grab the wheel. But I was literally watching TV on my phone, texting, responding to emails while I worked, and there was one point where I didn't look at the road for, like, 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. At first, I was actually pretty sketched out. I was like, I don't know if this thing actually works. But then after, like, 20 minutes, I was like, eh. I trust it.
I assume it has heated seats, right?
No.
Really?
I'm just kidding, yeah. It's
Man,
got everything, bro.
You got me baffled. What about leather?
Yeah.
Leather cloth. Good. I'd be ashamed to put
all leather. Everything looks nice inside. Outside looks sick. Trunk's really big. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I don't think I would ever get one. I think they're cool though. I think they're very cool. I could use one too. That would be nice to like get stuff done, be productive while I drive.
Yeah, I was answering. Sometimes it gets a little annoying because you do have to like. But I found a trick to it.
Yeah.
Like, because like what happens is like it starts beeping and then you have to like just barely tug at it just to let it know. But what I was doing I figured it out is I just had one hand on the wheel and I was just like slightly tugging it like consistently, and it would never beep, and I would just sit there like this on my phone.
Could you like theoretically put your knee up and kind of just move it barely?
Yeah,
too? Okay.
I did that a few times. When I was typing an email, I'd hear it beep and I'd go. But sometimes it doesn't. It was weird. Sometimes it would like tell you like put both hands on the wheel.
Really?
Fine. Yeah.
Would it say that to you? Wow.
Yeah.
The gall.
Yeah. Little did it know that I'm its master.
That's pretty sweet. I feel like you're gonna end up with one.
One day, maybe. I don't know.
No.
If I had a house and I could charge it there, I don't think I'd do it unless I had a home charger.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So I can't have a home charger here.
No, obviously.
Put a Tesla supercharger right here.
Dude,
it'd be stolen in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Somebody would sell it. Yeah, for sure.
So.
The other thing with those, every time I drive by the chargers, they're like at the back corner of a parking lot. Is that the case?
Yeah.
Like very inconvenient locations if you actually want to go in.
Well, a few of them, but the one, like, there was one that was in a Target parking lot and it was right near the door.
Okay, well that's good.
And a lot of people, there was like 20 of them, and they were all full, and everybody was like, this must have been like a rich area.
Yeah.
Right outside of Raleigh, but.
Wow.
Yeah. I had a quick question off the topic.
I have something on topic.
Oh, then go ahead.
Thank you.
I was going to close with this, so you go.
Speaking of driving and whatnot, there is one thing for me, I'd like to hear if you have any, that I very specifically remember from driver's ed, that still sticks with me, and that I actually utilize. Is there anything like that for you?
Can you give me your example so I know
Sure.
what you're talking about?
So first of all, I'll tell you a quick story. On my driver's ed woman instructor, I was going to say my driver's ed, I didn't mean that to sound bad. I was going to say my driver's ed woman, and then as I said that, I was like, oh, that sounds kind of weird, so I wanted to change it to instructor. My driver's ed instructor.
His driver's ed woman instructor.
Let's be very clear. We were leaving a parking lot, like my first time driving with her. I'm 15 or whatever. And she's like, all right, take a left out of this parking lot. And I say, okay, I'll listen to you. You're my superior. So I start to go and turn the wheel to the left. She slams on her brakes. She's like, you see that sign right there? It says you can't turn left here.
Dang. What a scumbag.
Yeah, she was very, very tough, but she was good. Her like son died driving.
Oh.
And so she
Dang.
she has her heart's in it, and it's a good thing because I feel like people should be taught the right way to drive.
Yeah, but I feel like you
that was kind of a dirtbag move for my first ever move, and I trust her.
What do you like expect some 15-year-old kid to be like, no,
yeah,
I'm not taking a left. All right, son, get out. You're not getting your license.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no,
exactly.
That's a scumbag move.
And the sign wasn't even, it was kind of inconspicuous. It was off to the side. You couldn't really see it super well. Not that that's an excuse, but whatever. She would always tell me, as I approach a light, she would say, every time you approach the light, think in your mind, okay, this is the point of no return. The point where I'm going through the light if it turns yellow. Whereas if I'm like behind that line or in front of, depending on how you look at it, if I didn't get to the line yet, I can slow down and stop at the light when it turns.
Yeah.
But if you're after that,
you have to go.
Yeah, you are at the point of no return. And still, sometimes it pops in my head, okay, I'm at the point of no return at this light.
Oh.
So it stuck with me, and it's pretty good.
Point of no return.
Yeah.
My thing that I remember from driver's ed is if you're in a parking lot and you line your mirror up a space and a half past the space you want to park in, and then turn the wheel all the way.
Yeah.
It goes perfectly in there. And I just remember I'd pull in all the way back up, and I'd be like, oh, that's sweet.
It's easy.
And then the lady'd be like, all right, let's check if I can have my ice cream tonight. Because, like, that was her way of saying that, like, there's enough room. Like, she was, like, going to be, like, if she could eat her ice cream and be fat, then she could still get out. That's literally what she said.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like, she's like, can I have my ice cream, or do I have to lose some weight to get out of this car? That's how she would say it. And she'd, like, open it up, and I'd be like, listen, ma'am, like, I just feel like this discriminatory towards fat people, so can you please
That's
not?
right. Agreed.
Yeah. She didn't care for that, you know. One time I almost fell asleep while driving.
You told me that story. I don't
Dude,
know
that
if
was
you
insane.
said it on here, though.
Yeah, real quick, it was the week we had no school because of a hurricane.
Yep.
And I believe it was Hurricane Sandy. And we had no power. And so we stayed at our family friend's house. Family friend's house.
There you go.
Family-friendly house.
Family-friendly house.
And I just couldn't sleep. I don't know why I couldn't sleep. And then I had a driving lesson for an hour and a half at 7 a.m.
Ugh.
And I didn't sleep one wink. Like I remember looking at the clock, like, all right, I gotta take a shower now. And I'd take a shower, and I got in that car, and she would just talk continuously. And this is my female driving instructor. And
not my male driving instructor.
And she would just talk continuously. And so I remember one time I was like, but she would never pay attention to me. She would just be on the road.
Yeah.
So I just remember I'd fade a little bit and start, and then she would start talking, like, oh, and she'd be like, oh, yeah, stay between the lines. And I'd be like, yeah, trying. Yeah, it was bad.
That is bad.
Yeah. Anyways.
So what's your off-topic conversation?
I think we could wait till next time.
All right, we'll save it.
Yeah.
Have something in the tank. Have something.
It's pretty good. It's a good thought that I want to spend a good time on. Okay. So I don't,
This may not be the time.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah.
All right, you can lead with that next time.
All right. Oh, thanks. Are you sure?
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right.
I suppose.
As long as you are okay with that.
You know what? Submit this request formally to me in writing, and then I will mull it over.
All right, cool. Yeah, guys, everything that I actually say has to be reviewed by Jeff before the pod.
It's true.
So if you ever hear anything that you hate that I say, it's actually...
That's right.
He reviewed it and edited it or left it the same. Edited. You guys are going to have a surprise at the beginning of this episode. Just kidding. Anyways. Yeah, let's take her home.
All right, everybody. Please rate us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Follow us. Like our stuff. Comment on our stuff on TikTok.
Like it.
And Instagram. Also like it. At How I Met My Brother Pod. Also on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Thank you all, and have a lovely rest of your week. Thank you.
Bye.